Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back if you are a returning subscriber, and if you're new, thank you so much for watching and I hope you subscribe. As you can see, today we're going to be making this delicious, delectable, divine, absolutely amazing vanilla glazed pound cake. So if you want to see how I make this oh so yummy cake, then keep watching. Alright, so the ingredients for our vanilla pound cake will be 4 sticks of softened butter, 4 cups of sugar, 6 eggs, 4 cups of flour, and you're going to need a half a cup of milk. And for this particular recipe, I'm going to show you how I do it with cream cheese. So we're going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese. And then I have my pan already sprayed with Baker's Joy. And then you're going to need a cooling rack so the cake comes out together. So let's get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and add our butter. And we're just going to cream the butter. Sorry for tapping. But you're just going to cream the butter for a few minutes and listen. Creamy and smooth. So, like I said, this is 4 sticks of butter, and we're going to put it on about 2. I'm using the KitchenAid mixer, so I'm going to start it off with 2, and then I'm going to increase the speed to maybe 4. So our butter is nice and creamy. So now we're going to add, I'm so sorry about this tapping noise, but it's gonna happen, okay? Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add our sugar. Going to go ahead and add all 4 cups at the same time. Alright, and then we're going to give this a good mix for a minute or so. You want to scrape down your sides every so often just to make sure everything is nicely incorporated. So I'm just going to give this another quick spin before we start adding our eggs. Alright, now it's time to add our eggs. So we're going to add one at a time. And what I do is I don't stop it after every egg. I just keep it on a low speed until all the eggs are in there, and then I stop it, scrape the sides, and then let it mix a little bit more. So I'm going to add our first egg, put it on a low speed, and then let it stay on this speed, and every couple of seconds I'm going to add a new egg. You know, I'm going to do 2. I'm going to put it up to 2. Just do 2. And also, you guys, your oven should be, this is going to be a fairly big pound cake. So I'm using, well, you saw the bundt cake pan that I'm using. So I like to cook, when I'm doing a big bundt cake like this, I like to cook it on 325, and then also remember the tip that I told you guys about in one of my previous videos, or also on my Facebook page, one of the cakes that I was making on there. I also like to put a pan of water. That keeps the oven moist, keeps your cake from drying out. So that's a good tip when you have to bake something a little bit long, because this pound cake takes over an hour to bake. So just make sure, that's a good little tip to keep your cakes from drying out. It keeps your oven nice and moist. Alright, so we have the eggs all mixed in. So next we're going to incorporate our flour and our milk and cream cheese. So what you'll see me do is I'm gonna go ahead and put my, unless you like to be covered in flour, you know, you don't have to do this step, but yeah, I don't like to be covered in flour. So we're gonna use our I'm not even sure what this is called. I'm just gonna call it a protective, I don't know, protective shield. I don't know what it's called, but we're going to go ahead and add half of our flour, which is 2 cups, and then I'm going to add the cream cheese. Then I'm going to add the last 2 cups of flour, and then I'm going to add the vanilla flavor, and then the half a cup of milk. And that's the order and how I mix it up. So let's get to going. This whole gadget is so neat. Oh my goodness, it's so neat. Plenty of days I've been covered in flour, my floor. So I'm gonna let that mix up. Alright, so now I'm going to be adding my 4 ounces of cream cheese, softened cream cheese. So just had it break up a little bit like that. And I'm going to mix this together. Okay, so I'm getting ready to, I've already added the last 2 cups of flour, and I'm getting ready to add the vanilla flavoring. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons. So let me get my little measuring. I normally don't measure, but for the sake of the video, so I can tell you guys how much to use when I have to measure. So I don't have a tablespoon, so I'm gonna have to do teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, this is a big cake, so I just used 6 teaspoons of vanilla flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the last liquid, which is the half a cup of milk. And we're going to stir it. And also, guys, this right here, this shield right here is very good for if you're making buttercream or cheesecake, I'm sorry, cream cheese frosting with the powdered sugar. It's very good for that because it keeps you, like I said, keeps the powdered sugar from, you know, splashing back all over everywhere. So this is very good. So make sure that you're using this. Make sure that you're using this because it keeps your cleanup, you know, down a whole lot. Because the other day I was making something last week and I forgot to use this, and I had flour on my counters, down my cabinets, on the floor, on my caterer's jacket, everywhere. So make sure you're using this to avoid that. Alright, you guys, it's all mixed together, so we're going to go ahead and add this to our cake pan. Alright, so I like to spoon mine in. Don't ask me why, and I'm making a mess. Don't ask me why, but this is just how I like to do mine. And then this cake is really thick, so it works better to just kind of spoon it in like this. And then I'll show you what I do with it after I get it all in there. Okay, so after I get it all in there, I just like to take the spoon and go around like this to kind of get out those air pockets that may be in there. and then it makes it bake really nice on top. So just kind of little trick I learned from my mom and different other mentors. So we're going to put this in the oven, like I said, on, and see, I have OCD. I have to wipe this off. Like, I can't stand this. Yeah, I can't stand it. Alright, so we're going to bake it on 325. You start with an hour, and then I'll tell you how long it actually takes, because like I said, when you kind of do it just without recording, you don't really pay attention to the time, like right on the dot. But for recording purposes now, since I'm doing this YouTube and Facebook, I have to, you know, pin and nail down everything and make sure, get everything precise. So we'll start with an hour, and then we'll check it, but I'll let you know at the end how long it needs to stay in the oven. And like I said, don't forget to put your pan of water in there, and what else do I need to tell you? Oh yeah, don't open the oven. If you have the see-through, the oven with the window, then turn your light on and look at it that way, but try not to open your oven, because it just lets out the heat and the moisture. So, alright, so we're going to pop this in the oven. Okay, guys, so if I didn't mention in the beginning of the video, I told you it was a vanilla pound cake, but it's going to be, I think I forgot to mention that, it's going to be a vanilla glazed pound cake. So we're going to have to make the glaze, and it's best to do it while the cake is in the oven, because when the cake comes out, you're going to want to put the glaze over the cake while it's still in the pan, and then when you flip it over, you're going to drizzle it on the top too. So you need to make this while your cake is in the, don't wait until you pull your cake out, because it's best to pour it on while the cake is, piping hot out the oven. So right here, I didn't even measure this, but this is probably about 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, and you're going to need your vanilla flavor, and you can either use milk or you can use water. Of course, it tastes more richer with milk. So let me get my whisk here. You can do it with whisk, spoon. You can even do it with your mixer, just whatever's easier. I like to do it this way, so because I always wash my mixing bowl out after I put my cake in the oven, and then I just, there's no need to, use it again for just, this literally takes about 2 minutes to mix up. So we're gonna put our vanilla glaze in. Not glaze, yeah, I don't know why I can't talk today. But your vanilla flavor, and then we're gonna add our milk. And we're gonna start with, probably hit a motorcycle right outside. We're gonna start with, let's go ahead and start with 2/3 cup. So I'm gonna mix this, and if it's too the consistency is too runny, then you could add more powdered sugar. So it looks like we're gonna have to add more powdered sugar. Alright, we're gonna add some more powdered sugar, probably another cup. Okay, so we're getting there. Scrape down the sides. And this smells so good. And the cake batter, oh my goodness, you could just smell the butter. There's nothing like real butter when you're baking a cake or anything. Peach cobbler, there's nothing like real butter. So this smells so good. And I think we're at the consistency that we want to be at. So let's just say that was, because you want a lot of glaze, because you're going to be putting glaze on the bottom and the top. So you want a lot of glaze. So I would say we use 3.5 cups of powdered sugar, about 2 tablespoons of the vanilla flavor, more or less depending on how strong you want the vanilla flavor to be for you. And then I use 2/3 cup of milk. And then let's say this still, you could play around with everything. If it's the vanilla flavor is good for you, and the consistency is sweet enough, but you need it to be, what am I trying to say? I'm mixing myself up. If you have enough sugar, you don't want to add any more sugar, and then you don't want to add any more vanilla flavor, but the consistency is, you know, still not where you want it to be, you could either add more milk or water. So like I say, you just play around with it. If you want a thicker consistency, just add more powdered sugar. Yeah, just play around with it. It's really no right or wrong way to do it. And I think I showed you guys how I do my lemon glaze, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just powdered sugar, lemon juice, and that's it. The only thing I do with my lemon glaze, if the consistency is, if the taste is good, but the consistency is not where it wants to be, and I don't want to add any more lemon or powdered sugar, then you add water. But yeah, don't add milk to the lemon glaze. Don't add milk to that. That doesn't taste good. Okay, so so this is the consistency that I wanted. It's very, oh, that's nice. It came out really nice. Alright, you guys, and this is our cake. So it has cooked for a total of an hour and 20 minutes. So on 320 degrees, 25 degrees, for an hour and 20 minutes, and it's done. So, like I told you before, you want to take the glaze and go ahead and put some over it while it's good and hot. What I like to do is take a toothpick or a fork or something, poke holes in it, because when you drizzle your glaze, it's gonna seep down into the cake, and oh my goodness, yes. So make sure you do this, then you can taste the glaze throughout your cake. So, all right. So we're gonna take some, and we're just gonna, I'm gonna use a spoon. And then we're just gonna drizzle this. This looks so good. This looks so good. Just gonna drizzle. Like I said, that's why you need to make a lot of glaze, because you're gonna be putting some on the top and the bottom. So I think that's enough for the bottom. Get it all in the sides so it can go down the sides and everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna let that cool, and then I'm gonna once that cools and dries a little bit, I'm gonna flip it over onto my cooling rack, and then I'll show you how I have it set up once I flip it over. Alright, you guys, so hold on, I gotta turn this background noise down a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip our cake over onto our, and under here I have some parchment paper to catch the drippings from us when we drizzle the cake, the glaze. Y'all, I'm so tired on today. I just got a lot. It's a hectic day, but it's okay. You know, hey, good to stay busy. But anyway, it's going to catch the glaze as we drizzle it over our cake. So I'm going to flip it over onto my rack. And we're going to see how it turns out. And look at that. Let me prop you up, guys, a little bit more. Alright, can you guys see that? Look how beautiful that looks. It's beautiful. So now we're going to go ahead and drizzle our glaze over it. And what you want to do is, we're going to give this about 3 coats of glaze because you want it to be nice and coated. So we're going to give it about 3 coats of glaze. That's why I say you need a lot, because a lot of it is going to drip down anyway. And you just want to have a lot. You want to have, you know, if you're getting, you're see, I can't talk. You're ordering and this is an order. Someone wants a vanilla glazed pound cake. You didn't want a pound cake by itself. You wanted vanilla, so you're gonna have to put enough vanilla, enough layers on there of glaze to taste. I'm not a fan of just regular pound cake by itself. Now, I can eat it, but I have to have ice cream or something. But yeah. So anytime I get a pound cake, it has to have either lemon glaze, vanilla glaze, or cream cheese or something. And it's gotta be enough. Like, it's gonna make me mad if I bite into a slice of a cake that's supposed to be vanilla or lemon or cream cheese glaze, and it's like a half a teaspoon of drizzle on it. No, it's gonna make me mad. So anyway, we put our first coat on. You can see how much we still have. If you can see, probably can't really see that. We still have about a half a cup or maybe a little bit more than a half a cup of glaze left. So we're gonna try to do 2 more coats with that. And then once I do the last coat, then I'll bring you guys back to see how it looks. So while we're waiting for the first coat to kind of set a little bit, I just wanted to come back on and just let you guys know what's good to pair this cake with. Of course, ice cream. This cake goes very well with a dollop of whipped cream. Also with some fresh strawberries or blueberries. Yeah, and when I told you the cream cheese, oh my goodness, instead of just using milk or the whipping cream, because you know that's how I make most of my pound cakes, switch it up. Use sour cream, use cream cheese. The cream cheese works really good in like vanilla and butter pound cakes. Just your regular, the vanilla, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? The cream cheese works very well with cakes like vanilla, or if you're doing cream cheese, having the cream cheese in the cake and also drizzling it on the top and bottom. Oh my goodness, it works very well with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the second coat over it. And as you can see, each coat you put, it gets a little bit more, you can see how it just looks so pretty. It's not as translucent. So it makes for nice pictures and stuff too. So for me, I would definitely be posting this. Matter of fact, I think I have one like this on my page already, on my Facebook page. If you're not following me on my Facebook page, go ahead and look for click on the link in my I think it's in my about section, but it's K's Cakes and Catering. And oh, this smells so good, y'all. But yeah, make sure you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, and if I can remember, I'll try to put the link to Instagram in there too. But look at that. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? And we may not even need a third coat, but we'll see. We'll see. But y'all, this cake looks so good. I'm so tempted to cut it, but you know, this is an order. I can't do that. so good. So we're gonna let that set and then probably do one more little small coat, and then I'll bring you guys back to see the final product. Alright, you guys, and here is the final cake. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that. Look at that. And it smells divine. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you will try the recipe. Listen, don't think it's hard. When I first started out doing pound cakes, I thought they were the most complex cake ever to make. It is not. It is actually a very simple recipe. You just got to know the right technique. So I hope that you will try the recipe. If you do, let me know. If you like this video, give me a great big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you are, thank you so much. And share this video. Share my channel with your friends and family. Hey, it's a piece of how's that saying go? We can all have a slice of the pie, but in this case, we can all have a slice of the cake. Okay? So thank you so much for watching At Home with Kay, your favorite YouTuber, signing out.